if it were possible, Ralph Vaughan Williams would have been 150 years old by now, and considered the greatest English composer. I don't know if Benjamin Britten would agree, but he is quite remarkable in that. First of all, in the Songs of Travel, he wanted to create a song cycle. Most of his music, if you know, is symphonic, and he's also done a lot of opera, or some opera. But mostly what he wanted to do is preserve the English folk song repertoire. And so a lot of his music, like The Lark Descending, the most famous, is infused with lots of English musical imagery. And in the Songs of Travel, he found ways of incorporating that idea with the idea of traveling. And the songs that he found from Robert Louis Stevenson seem to have fit that very well for him. Now, there are 44 poems that Stevenson wrote, and of that he chose 9 of them to create this wonderful song cycle, the Song of Travel. Now, I can't sing all 9 of them right now because it would take too long, but it is very beautiful, and I hope some of you have seen some of the great baritones sing that. I decided to choose the first one, which is The Vagabond. And The Vagabond is created as a character who has decided, I've had enough of this conventional life, 9 to 5, keep money in the bank, have a pension later on. And he says, I'm just leaving everything. I'm gonna go out and find out what life is all about by just taking myself and seeing what happens. And he starts off in The Vagabond very, very confident. And you'll hear in the music, played wonderfully by Riley McInch, that there's a wonderful marching, and the words reflect the excitement and the enthusiasm and the effervescent feeling of going out and leaving it all behind. Give to me the life I love, let the lave go by me. Give the jolly heavens above and the byway nigh me. Bed in the bush with stars to see, bread I dip in the river. There's the life for a man like me. There's the life forever. And he takes that enthusiasm through the Songs of Travel. And at one point, after falling in love and losing love, he finds himself reflecting and being sentimental about his old life at home. And therefore, I'm going to sing the next song, Whither Must I Wander, where he starts to contemplate, maybe this wasn't such a great idea after all. Home, no more home to me, whither must I wander? Hunger my driver, I go where I must. Cold blows the winter wind over hill and heather. Thick drives the rain, and my roof is in the dust. And at this point, you can see that he's in a lot of despair and feeling very sentimental about his life. So I thought that those 2 songs were a good contrast to bring out the essence of Songs of Travel. So, if you will. Give to me the life I love, let the lake go by me. Give the jolly heaven above and the byway nigh me. Bed in the bush with stars to see, bread I dip in the river. There's the life for a man like me. There's the life forever. Blow fall soon or late, let what will be o'er me. Give the face of earth around and the road before me. Wealth I seek not, hope nor love, nor a friend to know me. All I seek the heavens above, bright haven. Not to autumn will I yield, not to winter even. Let the blow fall soon or late, let what will be o'er me. Give the face of earth around, and the road before me. Wealth I ask not, hope nor love, nor a friend to know me. All I ask, the heavens above, and the road below me. It's hard to get out of that character. When I was in my 20s, I was a bit of a vagabond, and I don't even want to get involved in it. But I decided at one point to become a teacher, and I became a teacher for 30 years, and I'm glad I did, because I have this wonderful pension, and I'm 70 years old, and I am so happy. So anyway, Whither Must I Wander has a very, as I said before, a very sentimental value to it. And if you listen to the words and the music, which is very difficult in this case because the music is so beautiful and the words are just the imagery of the words, you're either listening to one or the other, so choose. But together they really do make a beautiful, beautiful piece. So whenever you're ready, Ron. No more home to me, whither must I wander? Hunger my driver, I go where I must. Cold blows the winter wind over hill and heather. Thick drives the rain and my roof is in the dust. Wise man was the shade of my roof tree. The true word of welcome was spoken in the door. Dear days of old, with the faces in the firelight, kind folks of old, you come again no more. Was home then, my dear, full of kindly faces. Home was home then, my dear, happy for the child. Fire and the windows bright glittered on the moorland. Song, tuneful song, built a palace in the wild. Now when day dawns on the stands the house, and the chimney stone is cold. Don't let it stand, now the friends are all departed. The kind hearts, the true hearts, that love the place of home. Spring shall come again, calling up the moorfowl. Spring shall bring the sun and rain, bring the bees and flowers. Red shall the heather bloom over hill and valley. Soft flow the streams through the even flowing hours. Clear the day shine as it shone on my childhood. Fair shine the day on the house with open door. was one of my great friends and also a very famous Metropolitan Opera singer. Isola Jones is about to take you to the moon, and you might not come back. So please control this call.
For that. Okay, so I'm going to sing this Song to the Moon from the opera Rusalka. Now, this opera is based loosely on the Hans Christian Andersen, The Little Mermaid. They have a lot of things in common, but not everything, because it's opera, murder, madness, and mayhem. But in this aria, Rusalka is looking at the moon, and she's asking the moon to protect this prince that she's in love with. The one thing that both The Little Mermaid and Rusalka have in common is that they want to be human. They want to be human to be with a human, but they've heard that humans have souls and mermaids don't. And so she wants to have a soul to be immortal. And the rest of it is murder, madness, and mayhem. But this aria is to ask the moon to look over the prince and let him know that she's waiting for him. Now, how the moon is supposed to do this, I'm not exactly sure, but that's the gist of the aria. This next aria, Io son l'umile ancella, is from the opera Adriana Loucouvre. Adriana Loucouvre was a real person in history. She was a famous actress, kind of like Sarah Bernhardt. She was accredited to bringing real acting, not just posing, to the stage. And in the opera, they've added a lot of stuff that really didn't happen. But this is aria from the first act, and someone is complimenting her on her performance, and she says, I'm just a vessel. This is not me. I'm a vessel for the great Creator.
Io
Oh, no.
I didn't do my homework, so I'm sorry. I didn't do it.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. The game of just supposes the sweetest game of you. Our dreams are more romantic than the world we see.
And if the things we dream of